Yeah, them prosecutors just wanted a conviction. They know she was in on the whole thing, bro. They know it. But oftentimes they want the shooter. They want, they'll sacrifice one person who may seemingly, at trial she might come across as sympathetic, not only because she's a woman, but she's like, oh no, dude, I was being threatened. But they don't believe her, bro. Trust, no way. No. Anyway, real quick, shout out to my nigga Vlad, man. Vlad know how to break some shit down like a kilo of coke, bro. Low key, I've been watching like this Gina Conway interview, and I've been kind of getting into it. I ain't gonna lie to you. So she's been breaking down the story of how the whole robbery thing happened. She said Max got her into prostitution, and then basically she's telling the story of exactly how the murder happens, right? So I'm gonna jump into it a little bit. I want you to watch it. There's a new part that came out today. Vlad, he just kind of stretched it a bit.
The guy take you shopping.
So this is a Max B story, right?
Is taking girls shopping. They don't usually stay at the house.
We had a drink, and then
so this is the part she's at in the story, right? Also, shout out to Vlad. Max got her selling pussy. She works in a club. She says she meets a guy one time. The guy basically wanted to hang out with her and offered to take her shopping. She said yes, she will. The dude take her shopping. He's spending mad money. She said she's talking to Max like this is how this shit is old. She said there was chirp phones, so she was doing a chirp phone to Max like yeah da da da. Later she pulls up on Max because they get back to the hotel and the nigga was trying to fuck her. She says the nigga takes a shower. He coming out. He's trying to give that big dick dictator type of vibe. You feel me? But she says she doesn't fuck him. She goes back to Max. When she goes back to Max is like, yo, what's good? Like, yo, you ain't bring me nothing. You ain't get me nothing. She says no. But Max basically says, yo, where did you come from? You know what I mean? And basically at that point, hold on. Basically at that point finds out that she was with a guy that had money. She's like, yeah, this guy had a lot of money. Max says, all right, bet. Get with my brother. And that's Max's half brother named Pooh Sims. And I guess Max tells his brother, like, yo, go get that money from that nigga. That nigga seemed like a goofy. Go rob him. She claims, and this is where, I guess maybe I'm maybe a little bit PTSD, I got to be honest, right? Because, for me, I really have a disdain. And probably this is why I never did an interview with her. And, like, now that I think about it, like, I kind of don't care to do an interview with her. I'm going to be honest with you. And the reason why is that I think it's just personal for me. I don't respect women who set dudes up. Like, shit, I had a woman trying to set me up. So, like, I don't really like that shit, bro. And also, here's the thing. I always feel like those women get no accountability. They get to be like, look at Alicia Andrews. She said, oh, my boyfriend was beating me up. No, bitch. You and your boyfriend, you was down to do whatever he said. Even if it was his idea for y'all to line up Fulio, you was with it. You're with it until you get caught. Now you're just a woman who's just following your boyfriend. Just like this chick, right? Like, she basically brings the killer to the guy he's gonna kill. You the one who would tell him this guy got a lot of money, this and third. And essentially, you tell on everybody afterwards, and now you get to say, and you're gonna watch this. She's gonna be like, yeah, he's the one who introduced me to drugs. Like, he gave me so much drugs, I was kind of out of it. He's the one who did this. Like, he used to basically takes no accountability. And that's the thing with women. You get what I'm saying? Like, no accountability. And I think that's what I'm like, but I want you guys to watch for yourself.
Then I went home, and then like the next morning he called me and asked me did I want to go shopping, and which it wasn't even, it was like a couple of hours later, because it wasn't even that long.
Okay,
so she goes shopping.
He stopped to take a shower or something. He was like really going in to take a shower.
Okay, so they get back to the room after after shopping. He's trying to fuck. She dips out because she was talking to Max during. She goes back to link with Max.
And you know, I guess like I was waiting for him. I was supposed to wait for him, but I wanted to leave. So, you know, I wanted to meet Max because I was talking to Max on the phone. Like,
yeah, so she wanted to go meet Max. Now she meet Max at some basketball court.
Key before you left the room, or you?
In Lincoln Projects, and so you know, there's a lot of people outside. They were all like looking, and he had like, you know, he's really loud, like a loud bravado, and he's like, you know, oh, what the fuck? Oh, you're here. Like, what did you get? And he's like grabbing my bags.
So Max checking out what she got.
And him and his brother start talking.
So then she basically says the guy got money. Max talks to his brother on the side. Now, this is where I'm always skeptical with these women. She claims she had no fucking clue what they were talking about. Now, you know why this is important, chat? When a jury or later on the feds or the prosecutors are going to look at this, she seems innocent, like, oh, I didn't know you guys were going to rob him. I thought you guys just wanted to meet him at the hotel, even though y'all were bringing duct tape, gun, everything. She's acting like she was not in the plot. So she says, oh, they're just talking over there and I'm just waiting. Come on, nigga.
And like, I think he told me to go and like get some drugs. And then when I came back, basically, that's when he told me, you know, he told me to like go show his brother where the guy was staying.
She's acting dumb, but she's not dumb. She's not saying that she knows the plot. But come on, if you have a brain, you do know the plot. Why would your boyfriend ask you to show his brother where the guy who brought you shopping is staying? Come on. Doesn't take a genius, but she's acting naive.
Okay. You had testimony when
he wanted me to take his brother to where the guy was staying, like to the guy's room.
No, y'all were going to line the nigga up. You were supposed to show up. You're the person he knows, and then the guy was supposed to come in and take the money or put a gun to his head. Like, come on, stop playing.
Okay, and like we mentioned before, his stepbrother, Kelvin Leardman, a.k.a. Pooh Sims, also had another nickname, Killer Kev.
Now, Vlad is slick. Vlad is kind of spelling it out like, so you think you were taking Killer Kev to meet somebody who you just told Max B had mad money to have a meet and greet?
I didn't know that name.
Now she ain't ever hear no Killer Kev name.
Yeah. So, at that point, when the three of you talked about the plan to go rob Alan in his room, Max
Vlad just says it. She's been trying to not say it. He just says it.
actually called a taxi for you and Pooh Sims to go find a hotel room.
Yes, he called a driver that he knows. But yeah, I wasn't involved in the discussion with.
Bingo. See? This is the thing with females, man. Now I wasn't involved in the discussion. They just planned it. The only thing they told me was just show him where the guy is. Come on, bro.
They discussed it. I was off at the side. He just came and basically told me to go and show him.
Come on, bro.
Show his brother. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
women have a really good way of like, oh, I didn't do nothing.
I wasn't involved in the formulating of the plan or whatever the thing. I don't know anything about that. I was like sitting on the side.
And watch, now she gonna blame the drugs, saying, oh, I was drugged up. I didn't know what was going on.
You know, like basically in a daze. Because I was like, you know, I was high on ecstasy and I wasn't really coherent of the whole thing. At that time, I wasn't really being coherent of what was going on because.
Oh, I'm high. I didn't know they wanted to rob the guy. They just said they wanted to go meet him. Okay.
I would say I was purposely put on ecstasy so that.
Now, this is the thing with every setup team. When they get caught at some point, they blame the niggas for doing something to them to get them to go along with the plan. No, I think they drugged me for me to. Shorty, you've been taking drugs with these niggas every night. Stop playing.
That I can be like conformative.
Coerced?
Yeah, like I guess like more easy going, you know.
Okay, so you guys get in this car, and I guess you don't quite remember which Holiday Inn it was, so you're trying to figure out which Holiday Inn in the area.
Okay, so they didn't know. She forgot where the Holiday Inn was, and they had to call like a bunch. By the way, the cops used that later because they had phone records of this guy calling Mad Holiday Inn, so they realized it wasn't like they just stumbled upon where this guy was staying. They knew they were trying to find the guy, right? Okay. All right, let's get on to this next part real quick. And now they find it.
Well, first I seen the gun. I didn't see any of that stuff, and so
Here we go. Yo, Vlad is such a great detective because Vlad is gonna say the part that they don't want to say because they're trying to downplay it. Vlad's gonna be like, so you see the nigga with the duct tape, and you see the nigga like, yes.
He had some duct tape and a rope.
You don't know what's going on, and you seen a duct tape and rope. Come on, man. Come on.
And a gun. Well, first I seen the gun. I didn't see any of that stuff until I saw the gun. He pulled the gun out and basically told me to get out of the car. I did that right there. I did not know that was going to happen, you know. So I was, I got out the car or whatever. I didn't even know that I was supposed to get out the car. I would never have went if that was, the thing. Like, I think because I had a choice. Like, either I could just like, be embarrassed or maybe fight Max or just go and I wouldn't have went. I didn't know. But yeah, I was told that he had a gun. And then
duct tape.
The gun was basically there. He told me to go and open the door, and we got on the elevator, and that's when I saw the rope, the duct tape, and all that stuff.
All right. According to testimony, you also saw he was putting on gloves.
Yeah, he did that, and on the elevator.
Gloves, duct tape, rope, gun, and you are the person bringing the nigga with that to another person, and you don't know they finna rob him. Even if they didn't tell you the plot already, you don't know the plot now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you may not have known what was about to happen when you're getting to the car, but you see a guy putting on gloves, pulling out.
Thank you, Vlad. Yo, Vlad is my type of fed. Vlad, thank you. Yo, Vlad, man. Yo, Vlad's the deputy superintendent of detectives, brother. That's my guy. This is why Vlad is the GOAT at interviews. Fuck all that other shit. Fuck all that, yo, in the streets. No, fuck that. Yo, let's really just ask the real, bitch, you want to tell me you see the gun, the duct tape, the rope, the gloves, and you don't think that they about to do something criminal here, bitch? Thank you, Vlad. Get federal, Vlad.
You got a gun, rope, duct tape. You have a pretty good idea.
And the nigga name is Killer Kev. You're with Killer Kev with a gun, duct tape, rope, and he's putting on gloves. What do you think he's going to do?
The next step is, why not just say, okay, I don't want to have anything to do with this, and just run out the door and figure it out?
Because I was...
Nigga, she wanted some of that bread. Yo, Vlad, you see, that's another thing with Vlad. Vlad be knowing the answer to the questions, man. So I said, what?
Scared of Kelvin, and I was scared of the gun. You know, I'm not used to being around guns like that. Like, I don't know. He never even like said one thing to me. Like, he was very cold. I don't know if he was going to shoot me. Like, you know,
Oh
he
man,
basically,
chat. Now the story switches. She went from I'm high. Oh, I never heard the plot. I didn't think that we were gonna. Now it's I seen the gun, but I thought he was gonna shoot me. I didn't know what he was gonna do. I was just scared now. Oh my god, women, bro.
telling me to do something and there's a gun in my face. So, like, that's why. Fear.
Fear.
Well, you had said that Max B was on the phone the whole time leading up to the robbery?
No.
This is why Vlad is good. Vlad done read the transcripts. Vlad is asking her, but he's doubling back, and he's catching her in lies. Remember, she's saying, "Oh, I'm so scared of him." Oh, you're so scared of him? While y'all are going there, you say you see a gun, you see all these things. The reason why you don't say nothing, you're scared. But you say you was on the phone with Max B the whole time. Like, what you mean? Oh, she's like, oh shit, fuck.
No. He wasn't on the phone the whole time, but I'm pretty sure like him and his brother were like calling each other periodically and like checking in, basically.
Okay, so you get to the room and you actually have a key,
Yes, I had the key.
but you knocked on the door?
Yes.
Nah, Vlad's
What happens next?
A girl answered the door. She yeah, a girl answered the door. And when she answered the door, you know, when I knocked on the door, actually, like, I was coming off the elevator, and you know, I'm coming this way. Here's Pooh right here with the gun pointed toward my face in the door. So I'm knocking. When I knock on the door, the girl comes to the door. He put the gun to the girl and told her to shut up and cover her mouth. And then he, we went inside and went in the back.
Right, so you guys get inside the hotel room and the girl, Giselle Neves, was there with Alan.
Yes.
You close the door after yourself, and what happens next?
Next we was in the bathroom, and basically, you know, Pooh told me to tape the girl up in the bathroom, and tell her to like don't move or.
Now, this is why she said, hey, I didn't want to do that. It's because he has a gun and he's kind of looking like he might shoot me. So if now I tell you that I tied the girl up, you're going to be like, oh, well, you had no choice. You ain't with it. You just had no choice.
Whatever, just tape. He basically told me to tape the girl up. And so I went in the bathroom with the girl, and, you know, I basically told her, I did what he said. And I basically told her, like, look, I'm scared. Like, I don't know what this guy's gonna do. I don't know him like that. I said, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want you to get hurt. So, you know, let's, you know, just do what he says.
Mm-hmm. And this is where the murder, I think she talks about murder.
Okay, so you duct tape Giselle. Now, does Kelvin start pistol whipping Alan?
Yes. Yeah, he started to pistol whip him.
Okay, and does Alan get duct taped also?
Yes. He asked me to duct tape him as well.
Okay, so you actually duct tape everyone in the room. So everyone's duct taped, Alan's pistol whipped, and is he bleeding at this point?
No.
Okay, just bruised up. And then you guys start going through the room trying to find things?
Watching her eyes is so funny.
He was asking him where the money was at. And I just stood there, basically, and Calvin.
Every time she tells a story, she always like try to reassert her innocence. Oh, I was just standing there. Oh, I was scared.
Basically did everything. I was pretty much in shock. He stood there and he was like basically like looking for the money, and then he told the guy to call his friend up that was in the room downstairs, and his friend came upstairs. And then basically like when he came upstairs, Kelvin shot him in the head. He shot him right here. And it's scary, I think.
Well, okay, so you guys start going through the room, but you don't find very much money. Wasn't it like $800 or something like that?
Kelvin, he was like going through the room. Like I said, I just was standing there.
Like I said, I was just standing there. Yo, what do these comments say?
He found a watch, and he told me to grab the bag and the laptop or whatever. But like,
you see how she make it like, oh, he's going through everything, I'm just standing there. But then she throws in the mix. Then he tells me to grab shit.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was any money in there. I mean, I didn't even know that Calvin had found any money at the time, so I didn't know any money was found. Yeah.
So this duffel bag with the $30,000, that was nowhere to be found.
No.
Right, and because Kelvin didn't find any money, he then told Alan to call his friend who was staying down the hall, and that was David Taylor.
This is why Vlad is good, right? So when he's talking to her, she really want to get past this part. So that's why you see how she jumped in. She's like, yeah, he went through the room. I'm just standing there. That's when he told the other guy to call the other guy up. And then when the other guy came up, he shot him. Like, she wants to skip past it. Nah, nigga, you on Vlad TV. He about to break this down movement by movement, man.
Yes.
Had you met David Taylor before this point?
No.
Yeah, that's a cop question right there.
Not that I could remember. No.
Okay. So David shows up in the room, and is there a fight? Is there a fight over the gun?
No. He just came in, and Calvin just pull shot him in the ear.
Immediately?
Why do you think that he shot someone in the head who's coming over to potentially bring more money?
I don't know. I don't know the guy. Like, okay. I knew he just...
Yo, Vlad, figure this out, man. Like, yo, this chick acting like she got an 8-year-old IQ, man. Vlad, figure this out, gang.
I could tell he was very, like, cold-hearted. We didn't even speak, so he was a scary guy.
Well, I mean, you're having the craziest day of your life. First, you're being taken to a hotel room to go meet this guy, and now you're seeing gloves and guns, and you're tying people up. You're seeing someone get pistol whipped, but now you just got to witness someone getting shot in the head, and you're witnessing a murder in front of you for the first time ever. What went through your head at that moment?
This is a good setup question. I'm gonna tell you. This is what I'm saying. Vlad got a badge. Trust. Okay. This is a setup question to ask about some other facts. Here's some other facts. Remember, she's basically like, she's kind of being a little bit like deceptive with her answers, or like, she evasive actually. He knows that they both go downstairs. They go through the dead guy's pockets, I believe. So the guy gets shot in the head. They still go through his pockets. Watch, I guarantee she's going to be like, oh, I just stood there. But then she goes with the nigga downstairs, I believe. I think she goes with the nigga downstairs to go through the nigga to go through the nigga's room. So Vlad is setting up the question to say, if you're so traumatized, did you go through his shit?
I don't know. Like, I didn't think it was real. Like, I kind of disconnected. I guess I was going into shock. So like when I heard the gunshot, like it was very like he was really close to me, and my ear, it was like ringing. My ears start ringing, and just like off the noise of my ears ringing, I just disconnected. Like I just disconnected. I guess you could say it was like a out of body experience, but I was.
Yo. It's like some Quando shit, huh?
I just didn't think it was real. I just kept saying to myself, like, this is not real.
Well, now you have a dead body in front of you. And you start going through the room and just grabbing various things?
No, like I said, I was just standing there, and after he shot the guy kind of like, he fell over. And, I was just watching there like in shock. I couldn't move. And then Pooh basically was like, he just like grabbed my arm, and he was just like, he told me to get the stuff. He was like, oh, get the bag. He was like, get that bag and come on, or whatever. So I just grabbed the duffel bag and left. Like when he kind of grabbed me, I kind of like snapped out of it a little bit. I grabbed the duffel bag and I ran out the room. And then that's when, Alan came behind me.
Yeah, them prosecutors just wanted a conviction. They know she was in on the whole thing, bro. They know it. But, oftentimes they want the shooter. They want, they'll sacrifice one person who may seemingly, at trial she might come across as sympathetic. Not only because she's a woman, but she's like, oh, no, dude, I was being threatened. But they don't believe her, bro. Trust. No way. All right.